Welcome to the Nintendo Dads, episode 556, recorded on December 4th, 2025. It's just me and Jesse, and we're here to talk about the Game Day Awards with you and the Game Awards show, the Game Awards show, right? We're here to talk about that and just a quick little episode. So, without any further ado, Jesse, you know what to do. And like I said, it's just me and Jesse here because the other guys, they had to run off and do their own thing. Marty's off with his family, having a party about the newly announced game that we're going to talk about shortly.
Yep.
And then Justin is out at the Game Awards drinking with Milovich or whatever her name is, right? So
you'd like to think so.
Anyways, how you doing, Jesse?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I posted this in the Discord, but I made a discovery today. So those Nintendo jackets that we got a few years ago.
Yes.
I've never. It was I asked for a 3XL because that's the size I wore at the time we ordered it.
Yes.
It came in and I couldn't zip it up. Apparently, it's a 3XL of Japanese sizes. Maybe that was my assumption. But I've never been able to zip it up, so whenever I wear it, I just wear it open. I was able to zip it today.
Nice.
I'm like, I didn't think I've been losing any weight still. I haven't gone to the gym in a while, so it might be a loss of muscle mass more than anything. But regardless, anyway, I was able to zip that thing up for the first time ever, and I was happy.
Nice. That's got to feel real good. So, yeah, we're just going to jump right into it. I mean, I don't have nothing much to say other than life is going as normal. So there's nothing wrong with that, right? So other than maybe not having enough time to game, and now with all the games that are announced, I'm not going to have any time to play those games either. So
Right.
But we're going to talk about it. But before we jump into the Game Awards.
Well, don't forget, and then there's a game in 2027.
Yes.
You have plenty of time to make room for. You have plenty of time to make room for that.
All kinds of stuff. So let's jump into the news before we jump into the Game Awards. All right, real quick, we're going to talk about a couple news items just so we can get you guys aware of this. If you're listening to this, these are things that you need to know about. One is going to happen the day that our show goes live. So as you're hearing this, get ready. Then the other one, you got a little time until January to get ready for. So that one I'm talking about is the reminder that Nintendo Switch Game Vouchers are available to purchase until January 30th, 2026. You must be an NSO subscriber at the time you purchase the vouchers, at the time you redeem the vouchers for a Nintendo Switch game, not Nintendo Switch 2. So you got to be an NSO subscriber for both being able to purchase them and use them.
Yeah. But if a game has a dual release, like say Metroid Prime 4, you can use the voucher for the Switch 1 version and then pay the upgrade. So you're still saving $10.
So it's like an upgrade for free, almost. Is it $10 upgrade?
You still have to pay the $10 upgrade, but you're getting the base game for $50 instead of $60. So you're basically getting it for $60. So I guess that's what you mean.
Yes. So voucher expires 1 year after purchase, and no vouchers can be redeemed after January 30th, 2027. So good opportunity to buy those games, especially those Switch 1 versions. Like Jesse said, you can always upgrade to Switch 2. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I haven't bought a set of vouchers in a while, but I think I've gone through like 6 or 7 sets over the years. I remember I bought 3 on the initial run, and then we stopped selling them, but they were still available in other parts of the world. And then I picked up, the Ant's garbage right now, so I can get a really good price on them. So so buying vouchers in the Japan region was basically like $85 to get to my 2 games. So that was a really good deal.
Yep, I got to take advantage of it a couple times too, so I'm very thankful for those. Hopefully they'll do something similar again for Switch 2, but
I'm
we'll see what
hoping
they come up with. Yeah,
it'll
that'll
probably
help
be more like
alleviate
a
some of that.
120 instead of 100.
Yeah, it'll still help alleviate some of that, cost increase that we've seen. So, um, and hey, shout out to everybody who's still hanging out with us after the Game Award show and doing the show late. So, like, we got a Samuel Wagers over on YouTube. That's third strongest mole over there. And then Star Wars Dad's hanging out with us. Darth Platypus, Miz, and Beer Cerveza all hanging out with us. So, thank you. All right, the other gaming news that we have tier 2. This is the one that everybody should be aware of. If you remember in previous years, No Gravity Games will be doing their annual game giveaway starting Friday, December 12th for 8 days, with 3 games to be given away on the 19th. Only available to North American region Nintendo accounts. Mostly new games versus repeats of previous years. If you own any game they've published, you can get the first game free. After that, you have to own all previous games from that year to get the subsequent free games. So if you miss one, you got to buy that one. But usually their games are on sale too.
Yeah,
So,
they'll put them on sale for like half price, so it
yep,
doesn't cost as much. And these are like $10 to $20 games anyway. So with the after discount, it'll be like $5 or $10 to catch up.
yep, cool. And if you don't own any games, you can sign up for their mailing list and get a free game to get started. So
That'll
there you
count
have it.
towards to get your free game on the 12th.
Yep. It's good to have, and especially we always like promoting this for people who are getting their Switch for the first time or Switch 2 for the first time. Um, Parents, if you want them to have some games,
Yeah.
there might be load them up before Christmas by doing this.
Yeah, again,
And then
they're relatively inexpensive games, so they're not great games, and some of them are
yeah,
kind of horrible.
just
But
just
still,
to have some
for a
on there,
free
yeah,
game,
yeah,
you can't really complain much. You get what you pay for, right?
right. And then depending on their age, you can
It's,
always at least get the free game for the next free game and then not download the ones that you don't want your kids to play or whatever. So, um, but yeah, good opportunity for some free games there.
yeah. And if you're like my kids that are a little or can be money tight, any game is better than no game. So if you
Yes.
can,
Yep. That is correct. Um, if I had more time, I would have looked at see what kind of games I had before from them. So,
but yeah, I
any
think
stick out in your
not off the
mind?
top of my head. I think previous years, like their free game for signing up for the mailing list was like a coloring book. But
Yeah.
I think it's like a pirate theme game that they're giving away now for the mailing list. And
Okay.
I can't think of any of their games off the top of my head, but I've got them all in my library from these years of free giveaways.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a few gems in there. So that you get,
Yeah.
and
And
depending on what games you like too. So,
yeah, sometimes there's a repeat from previous years. I think like 2 years
mhm.
ago it was like pretty bad. Most of them were repeats, and
Yeah.
it wasn't very fruitful. But again, if you've never done it before, they're all new to you.
Right. Yep. All right, let's go over real quick some of the upcoming releases. Out now, we got Wario World on NSO GameCube Classics, and then Pokemon Legends ZA has DLC, the Mega Dimensions DLC. And then out soon, next week, essentially, is the Rogue Prince of Persia, December 16th, and NSO N64 Classics on December 17th. We'll have Tonic Trouble and Rayman 2: The Great Escape. So again, talking about free games, if you get NSO, you get access to a lot of older games for those retro minded people.
So
So
I've heard of Rayman 2 because they've released that on everything. I think
yeah,
your toaster can probably play Rayman 2. Yeah, it's
right.
almost it's like Skyrim. But I've Wario World and Tonic Trouble, both of those games I've never heard of before. So yeah, I'll probably give Wario World a try. Being a GameCube game.
Yeah, that'd be fun to try that out. I don't think I tried that one either. All right, and out later in the new year, we got Animal Crossing: New Horizons, this Nintendo Switch 2 edition, plus the update coming January 15th. So a lot of people looking forward to that. And then Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, we saw a commercial for that coming out January 22nd, 2026. Dragon Quest VII Reimagined, February 5th. Mario Tennis Forever, February 12th. And then Resident Evil Generation Pack, February 27th. And then Requiem is also February 27th. So Requiem we saw in the Game Awards as well.
Yeah, so basically 7, 8, and 9 all come out in the
Yes.
same day, and Requiem comes out on all systems on the same day. So Switch 2 gets day and date for a rare occurrence.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty cool. It's good to see that. And I'm excited. I'm sure my son's excited to hopefully get to play that. And he's asking for a Switch 2 for Christmas. So we'll see what kind of Christmas money he gets. He's got some money saved and maybe he'll be able to pick up one up. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel for first looks on some of these games we talked about. Um, and like, see, I thought there was one listed we talked about that we played, but there are quite a few games that came out as well that's not listed
Yeah.
here that we did post in our weekly update.
And I'm waiting on my Intellivision Sprint that was supposed to be here on Tuesday. Then it got delayed to
Oh yeah,
yesterday,
that's
and then it
right.
got delayed to today, and it's still not here. But as soon
Yeah,
as I get that thing, I plan on doing an unboxing and a setup video and a playing video. So
I
it
can't
might
wait
all
to see
be
that.
it might just be one big video with 3 parts. I might make 2 videos combining parts. I haven't decided it, depending on how long they are. But I do plan on making content out of it. I have my USB
Nice.
drive with a bunch of supplemental data and a day one update all ready to go.
Cool. The other games that were listed also that came out is Skate Story, which I want to pick up because sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. Kyborg, I actually been playing, and I'm going to be doing a first look on that. We got an early code. I've been playing it for a couple weeks, so I'll do a video on that shortly to talk about that. That's out now. Storm Lancers, the Elden Rings 5 Skyrim Anniversary Edition that we've been talking about. That we have a couple first looks coming out on that.
Yeah,
One out now, one
and
coming.
and I got one of the codes as well. I've never
Okay.
played Skyrim, so I figured, yeah, I'll play a 14-year-old game. Sure, why not? So I probably won't
Nice,
get to it until the holidays when I have almost 2 weeks off of work, but I have it.
nice,
Play it. I'll play
cool.
it at some point.
I can't wait to see what you think of it. So lots of stuff out, lots of choices for people to make, and even more coming from what we just got announced at the Game Awards. But before we start talking about
Yep.
Game Awards, let's pause for an ad from our sponsors, Manscaped. The holidays are here, which means it's time to give the gift of smoothness. Whether you're shopping for your partner, your brother, or yourself, we don't judge. Manscaped's Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the ultimate upgrade because nothing says happy holidays like a perfectly groomed package. From trimming to refreshing up, this all in one grooming kit keeps you clean, confident, and ready for any festive occasion. So go ahead, unwrap confidence this season with Manscaped. Head over to manscaped.com and join over 13 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. Use NINDADS for 15% off your entire order. Can't get that out. They say 15%, but we still keep getting clues that people are actually getting 20% off with our code. So give it a try. Nindads at manscaped.com. Get yourself an all in one grooming kit, the Lawnmower 5.0, or a weed whacker. There's some ball aftercare. You can get 2 free gifts as well with the performance package. So lots of offers there, lots of products that we use here too. So if you have any questions about some of these products, you can ask us how we like it, and we'll get back to you on that too. So, give the gift of smooth this holiday season with the Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, and get that 15 or 20% off your entire order with Nindads at manscaped.com. And again, that's Nindads, Nindads at manscaped.com. Stay on top of your grooming game and be ready for anything the season throws your way. All right. So, hey, Vic, we see you jumped in there. How's it going? And Third Strongest Mole is now on his normal account. So, thanks for everybody's hanging out here this late.
Yeah,
If you
he
got any
says
comments about, go
he
ahead.
says Tears of the Kingdom was a good deal with vouchers, and that was the game that brought the vouchers back to North America.
Yes. Yes. Good point there. So, yes. We're going to be talking about the Game Awards. So, anybody here hanging out with us, I'm going to try to keep up with your comments about some of the things we talk about here. But Jesse, you did a fantastic job as usual, giving us a summary of what was important to our Nintendo gamers here. So I'm going to go over the Game Awards, and then we'll also go over some of the highlights for ourselves beyond just the Nintendo gaming world. So starting off with the Game Awards, Nintendo Summary Awards, Best Family Game right off the bat at the beginning of the show, Donkey Kong Bonanza won. Quite deserving. I'm glad it won something because there's been years where Nintendo didn't get to get anything.
Yeah, I'm glad that one won. Yeah, Nathan Jamie in the chat says, "Baguettes up, boys." If you didn't see the Game Awards, you wouldn't know what that means, but I know what he's talking about.
Yes. What's up, Jamie? Nathan Jamie. All right. Next up, Best Action Game, Hades 2. Another game, of course, on the Switch 2 and Switch 1, right?
Yeah, it's on
So,
both.
Games for Impact, South of Midnight will be releasing on Nintendo Switch 2 in spring 2026. I didn't know this.
I
When
didn't
was
know
this
it
announced?
either. Because when we talked about the nominations, I didn't know South of Midnight was coming out on Switch, so I didn't have it highlighted as such the way I normally highlight anything else Nintendo related.
Yeah,
But she made mention during her announcement speech that it was coming to Switch too, so I did a quick Google search,
I
and yeah,
missed that.
apparently spring.
I was probably talking about so much how I like this game that I didn't get to finish it because my Game Pass expired, so I wasn't
Ah,
able to finish it. So, although I'll have to start over, that is pretty awesome. I'll get to play it on the Switch too. I'm super excited about that. That just made this even better.
yeah,
Best ongoing game, No Man's Sky. That is fantastic because that game has just done phenomenally ever since that roller coaster of a beginning it had.
yeah, was not smooth at launch, but
No,
it's gotten better, or so I've been told.
unfortunately, too, is like what I pre-ordered it and I had a one of those collector's editions and stuff when it first came out, but it did so poorly. Like there was so much wrong going on with it that I just like I sold it.
Oh,
So I wish I had kept it now, it's one of those I regret selling that thing, but oh well. Somebody else is enjoying it. Best action adventure, Hollow Knight Silk Song. They got to win something, so that's cool. Best sim strategy game, Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice
Evilise.
Ivalice Chronicles.
Yeah, I've
Which is
played
cool.
through Final Fantasy 12. I finished it once, and I got pretty deep in on the Switch version. I think it was a
Okay.
Switch. Anyway, the second time I played through it. I think I played it on the PlayStation 4 before it came out on the Switch, and then eventually came out on Switch. But yeah, Evilise gets drilled in your head pretty deep, with
Okay. Yeah, if you've been playing it, that makes sense.
yeah.
So and then yeah, by the way, all these games were up against some pretty good competition. So um it's pretty cool to see a lot of these games like the Final Fantasy Tactics winning in their categories. So, and then last but not least, best sports racing game, Mario Kart World, which again, I was surprised, but I was glad to see that they won an award there.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that one to win with kind of like the people liking it like the first week and then kind of dropping off pretty quick. But they have been
Yep.
putting updates that have been brought people back.
Yes. Yes. All right, and then we got some announcements along with, I guess, the learning about South of Midnight coming to the Switch too. We, learned about, Pragmata, Nintendo Switch 2, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC via Steam coming out April 24th, 2026. And Di Diana will get an amiibo. I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, that was tweeted out about like an hour after the announcement.
Nice. I'm glad you're keeping up with that stuff. That's very cool, and that is one on my list of my notes here, Pragmata Pragmata? Pr Pragmata, yes, that
Or
I
Pragmata. I don't know, one of the two.
or Mata, yeah, that is and we're supposed to get a demo too, so today. There's supposed
Yeah,
to be a demo out today.
I didn't note. Oh, I think the demo might be on Steam only.
Oh, okay.
I think it mentioned it was one of the games. If it was a demo, was I think it was on Steam only. I didn't note demos in my notes like I normally do, but
Okay. Yeah, I know we don't usually get demos this early in the game either, we guys still got, like, a few months to go, but it'd be a nice surprise if we also got a demo. Resident Evil Requiem, of course, is coming out on all of the systems, and will be February 27th, 2026. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark. Oh, sorry. Let me go back to Requiem.
right.
So Leon. Leon was announced to be a character in the game. So does that do anything for you, Jesse? You gonna play the game now?
I've never played a Resident Evil game,
Okay.
so
I was
I know Leon is a character from previous games, plural.
yes.
I couldn't tell you which ones, but so like it's I do like seeing franchises bring characters back into the newer games. At least this shows that all the games are basically the same universe.
Yeah.
So, you know, even if the characters didn't interact with each other in the past, they are now.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, it's so I was telling Hambone that Resident Evil 4 was the last Resident Evil I played. Well, on the console. On the handhelds, I played the Revelations, was it called? I think it was for the 3DS. I played that one.
Revelatons, if you look at the spelling on the spine.
Yes, yes.
That
I
was I
liked that
remember.
one because it
Yeah,
was
that was a non-running joke when we, you know, when that was initial news. That was when I was doing
mhm,
VT Tribune Roundtable. So we of
yeah.
course reported it on that, and that was kind of a running gag as well.
Right. I liked it on the 3DS. It was because of the isolation factor. I mean, they're all isolation, but in a lot of cases, but this was on a ship and you're isolated on that
Ah,
ship. So, um, which was pretty cool. But yeah, it was cool to see Leon in there and get some more information on that game. I'm sure my son is really looking forward to playing this game because I haven't, like I said, I haven't played a Resident Evil game in a long time. Like I haven't played 6 or 7. So I may not play this, but we'll see. Looks cool. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight coming
this
to
is a
all the
game
systems.
I want to play.
Yes. May 29th, 2026. Nintendo Switch 2
It,
launch date to be
it
announced soon.
it's been a while since I've played a Lego game, but Lego Batman is definitely one that will bring me back. And it looks like a lot of the combat looks like is taken out of the Arkham games,
Yeah.
which
It looks fantastic too. The
yeah,
graphics when they were showing it off.
I
That is an
remember.
updated Lego game.
Yeah, and I remember in the initial trailer there was like references to like every past movie and every past almost TV show. There's going to be a lot of references, back references for
Yeah.
this for fans of Batman's history.
Yeah, it was for sure because a lot of those characters I was picking up on were different voices from various movies too. Like Mr. Freeze sounded like the Arnold Schwarzenegger version of Mr. Freeze.
Yeah,
Uh, so
and when Robin made a pun and Batman's like, "We don't do that."
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right,
well, he used to all the time
right.
when
That was pretty funny
When
too.
he was Burt Ward did it.
Yep. And then the different cars, the different Batmobiles. Um, yeah, so it's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I think you get the Dark Knight suit as a pre-order bonus. I
Nice.
think that's what they said. But yeah, but the Switch 2 version is going to come out later. So I was a little,
Yeah.
I didn't notice that initially, so I updated all my normal notes. Added it to my, updated the release date on my future game release list, and then I saw that and I'm like, yeah, now I've got to undo all that work.
I wonder why the Switch 2 is not day and date for some people.
Yeah, I don't know. Mecha
For some
Dragon's
people.
asking if it was Mark Hamill's voice. I'm like, no. Someone else traditionally does the voice in the for Lego Joker. Don't know off the top of my head who. Might be Troy
Yeah,
Baker.
Mark
No, he does. Yeah. Um,
well, Mark Hamill said he wasn't gonna do it anymore if because he's retired from it since what's his name
well,
passed away.
he said that before, and then he showed up in Arkham Knight.
Well well, yeah, he was
Well,
in Arkham Knight because, that guy was in it.
oh yeah,
I
he
can't
was
remember
in
his
it,
name.
but he passed before the games were launched. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. So, and then after that, he said he wouldn't do it anymore. He was retiring. So, which makes sense. All right, the next one,
Oh, it's
which was
like
really cool to see.
I did a quick Google search on Lego Joker's voice, and apparently many have voiced him, including John DiMaggio, Zach Galifianakis. And Mark Hamill did do DC Supervillains game, but so I'm not sure which one's doing this new game.
Okay. All right. Next one that was a surprise for me, which was but was still cool to see because we were always down on Nintendo for not having a presence in this. And this year I felt like they had more of a presence. Whether it was not necessarily them, even though they did win, and Doug was there to receive the Donkey Kong award. And they did have a couple commercials that were geared towards that audience, which is what I like to see. They had an exclusive announcement for the game Orbitals, which I
This game
did put
looks
on my list as well.
this game looks really cool. I think
It does.
it uh I I I don't know if this is one of those has to be two player games or if it can be played solo, but the trailer,
Yeah.
the art style looked like jumped right out of 80s anime.
Oh yeah. And
I'm
that
like,
was the
oh,
point of it, right?
that brings back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like watching uh Robotech and Voltron all over again.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to play that one, and hopefully they have a two-player online like they do with Split Fiction. Um, so uh, my friend and I are playing Split Fiction right now, and it's a lot of fun. We started it during Extra Life, and we've been like we made a plan to start playing it every Monday night, or yeah, Monday night. Our wives are at yoga at that time, so we're like gonna
That's a
play it
good time
at
to
that
do it.
time. So we're gonna play that, and then maybe we'll pick up this. But even if I play the game with him, if you need an extra player to have somebody play two-player in that game, and you want to play it, I'll play with you.
That was good. And being a Switch 2 exclusive, it probably would support game share over game chat.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Well, the
only
Split Fiction does too, so which is pretty
yeah,
cool.
so only yeah, so and then only one person needs to own it.
Right. Yeah. That'll be cool to see. We'll see when we get closer to that time when it's announced or released.
Yeah, Split Fiction comes with two codes in the box, right?
No, but it does have the ability for the user to go download a second player, free version of the
Okay.
game, but you can
All right.
only play so many chapters of it, unfortunately, with their version.
Okay.
But
They can't
yeah,
make it easy, can they?
no. My friend, he picked up he picked up the game anyway so that we could play through the whole thing. Next game, 007 First Light, Nintendo Switch 2, or all the consoles again, of course. We knew about this one, March 27th, 2026. I'm excited about this. I am a huge 007 fan, love watching all the movies. Um, enjoy the games here and there, so I haven't played all the 007 games, but I'm looking forward to playing this one because I like the Hitman series. So I'm interested to see
Oh
what
yeah,
IOI does with this, or 101, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know how they pronounce it.
I think it's IOI.
Someone will tell us.
Yeah, somebody will fix it. The next one shown in a commercial was Phasmophobia.
That looked
Nintendo
creepy,
Switch 2
right?
2026 does look tremendously creepy, but it's four-player online co-op psychological horror game,
Yeah, that's
and
not a me game.
I'm
Nope,
all for it.
nope.
So I'm not usually about it either, but
Yeah,
I
again, I
I
haven't
like the
played a Resident Evil game, so I'm not going to play this.
it is a four-player co-op online, so I'm gonna. I know a few people in the NSO crew probably will not be about it either, but we'll see. We'll figure out who I can play this scary game with
But Micah
online.
says the only scary part is when the ghosts get out and need to run for cover. But yeah, there's a difference between scary and creepy.
Yeah.
I called this a creepy game, didn't I? At least it's kind of what I meant if I
Yes.
didn't say
Yes.
it.
Yep. Yep. But see, it's four players though, so you're not alone. You got four players with you.
Still, it still can be creepy.
It's so creepy. All right. Next up is Out of Words co-op adventure, Nintendo Switch and the other systems, of course, coming out in 2026. I missed that one. What is that one? Out of
That's the
Words.
one that it's the characters are done in like a stop motion photography out of models,
Oh,
and
yes.
the
Okay.
main characters had no mouths.
So they did say that was a Nintendo Switch too. Okay.
That is
I missed
coming to
that one.
Switch 2.
All right. Awesome.
That's why I paused the show so I can get those details.
Yes, that is why.
So yeah,
And then,
I was talking about it in the Discord, but as I'm watching this, whenever the title card and the info card comes up, I'm pausing it, taking notes, and then I'm spending the time on 3 minute long trailers I don't care about or during commercials to fast forward to catch up again.
yep.
So I
Good
was
time.
running on
Good time to do that.
average 90 to 180 seconds behind.
Uh, and then last but not least, the one where everybody in the world probably heard Marty, Mega
Yay!
Man Dual Overdrive, coming to all the systems, including the Switch, in 2027.
Yeah, Switch 1 and Switch 2.
Yes, which is fantastic. And they even did a small snippet of gameplay, which is
Yeah, it kind of looked a lot
crazy.
like Mega Man 11 with what I remember it looking like. So I
Okay.
don't think they evolved the art too much. Which I never played 11. I don't. I think the gimmick of the game didn't interest me, so I didn't even bother. I don't remember what the gimmick was, but I remember there was a gimmick.
All right. Thinking about trying it
But
now?
this one I'll probably not 11, but I'll probably give this one a try when it comes out
Okay.
in a year and a half.
All right.
But
Very
yeah,
cool.
I found it weird that there was a 2D Mega Man game that wasn't numbered.
Yeah, that
It
I thought that was interesting too.
it's not Mega Man 12, it's not X7 or 8 or whatever's next in line. It's
Hmm.
a new game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to
So
see
dual overdrive, I'm sure that dual I'm sure has something to do with whatever the gimmick will be that they didn't get into yet.
the second screen that's coming out for the Nintendo Switch too.
Sweet. I'm in favor of that.
Yes, that's why it's 2027. Relationship with Capcom. Yeah, so that is fantastic. I wonder if there is going to be any like things kind of leading up to that release in 2027, Mega Man-ish. for the Switch 2, like some sort of Switch 2 edition of Mega Man 11,
like
you know?
like Legends 3 finally, like was supposed to be at a 3DS and then didn't.
Maybe. Yeah. There you go.
I
Very,
remember playing
very
the
cool.
original Mario Mega Man 64. I didn't get far in it because I didn't really know what I was doing, but I didn't know at the time. But that's kind of a remake-ish of Legends 1, I think.
Okay.
And I've never played any of the Legends games that were named that way. I think that was on PlayStation, right?
I don't know because I don't play any Mega Man games. I have not tried. I like take that back. I have tried the earlier ones. My friend had a Nintendo. I got to see him play one of the Mega Mans on the NES. Uh,
Yeah, I
but I
remember
never
I played 1, 2, and
never got
3
into it.
when they were relatively new, and then kind of fell off. And I don't think I ever really played 4 through 6 or future games. And I do remember on PlayStation 2 they had a Mega Man collection had I think 1 through 8. So that was the first
Yeah.
time I did play 8, and 8 was a PlayStation game. So it
Okay.
had the best graphics of the set. I don't think I ever finished it, but I got pretty deep in it.
Yeah. There was a moment where I was thinking about getting the collection so I could try it out, but I never got around to it. So maybe I will this time. We got a couple of years before the new Mega
Yeah.
Man comes out.
I'm sure Marty will have words when he gets back.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. He'll be like, "You haven't played what?"
Yeah, so
Yep.
when I added this to my future games list, took a small snippet of the lines for that entry and sent it to him, and he replied with yes.
Right. Yep. I can't wait to hear his thoughts on it, and we'll probably hear that next week, maybe. So we'll see
Yeah, I
when
think he's
he
back
gets
next
back
week.
from vacation. Yeah, we'll see. Either next week or the following week. Oh wait, that would be Christmas probably. But anyways, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. I
You'll
don't know
you'll
if we're
hear
doing to
from him
do a
soon.
Christmas show, but
We usually take a break during the holidays, so
yeah,
um, and New Year's Eve is Thursday, isn't it?
New Year's Day.
Christmas and New Year's. Is it New Year's Day? Yeah, New Year's Day is okay. That's right. January 1st. We may have a show. I don't know. We'll see.
We
To talk
may.
to everybody.
Well,
We usually
we'll
we
talk
usually
about
take a
it.
week or two. Yeah. All right. Anything else stick out to you, Jesse, for the Game Awards beyond the
Let me
Nintendo
scroll
stuff?
through.
I
There was two
I
Star
have to
Wars games was
say,
announced,
yes,
so
yes,
that made Bruce happy.
yes. That made me happy too because there is a new racing game, the Pod Racer game,
Yeah.
that
Well,
was announced. The
when
Star
they
Wars
sure showed that,
Galactic
I'm
Racer.
like, I didn't know that was a Star Wars game at first. I thought it was like some Star Wars-ish knockoff, and- because they they didn't look like pod racers. They looked like a 1950s jalopy with jet engines on the back. So
Yeah, it was
like
definitely
I think the Mandalorian had something similar when he went in one of the towns.
yes. Well, and then what I
That's
think it is
probably
they're
where this is
using
pet at.
what I'm
Now
thinking
that I
they're
think of
doing
it.
is they're using the leftover Empire stuff that's crashed out on that planet and everything, that
Mhm.
you see in the background. So they're using a lot of those extra parts to build new pod racers. So there's probably going to be different shapes and sizes, and it is looks like it's quite a few decades probably after we originally saw the pod racers when Anakin was driving them,
Yeah.
and so they've evolved to a certain point. So it's gonna be cool to see, and it looks like there's some sort of story
Mhm.
there.
I liked the Street Fighter cast all showing up on
Oh, that
stage.
that was fantastic seeing that.
Blanca
Yes,
and
and seeing the clip was crazy too.
yeah, and they hinted that the Mortal Kombat 2 cast was also going to come out, and they said just kidding.
Yeah, we were like,
Yeah,
"Ooh,
and
shots fired."
who is Guile? One of the wrestlers. Uh,
Cody. Cody.
yeah, so I'm like Marty's. I don't know if Marty knew that. I don't know if we knew that or not.
Possibly. Yeah.
But I'm
It's
like,
either
I'm
that
sure if Marty
or
didn't know, I'm sure he's excited for that. Yeah, and
I
then
can't remember.
Jason Momoa's was Blanca. It'll be fun.
Right.
So
Well, there was another wrestler in there too.
was
Um,
there.
yeah,
I didn't notice it then. He's
shoot, I can't remember his
must have
name.
wrestled when in a league or a time when I wasn't watching.
He's the guy that was standing next to Cody. Um,
Okay, yeah, I don't remember.
shoot, I can't remember his name. I'm drawing a blank. It's getting late.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, Gang of Dragon looked interesting. It's like Yakuza, but more hardcore.
yes. Yes.
That was a nice. I was amused by the trailer. Two Tomb Raider games announced from the
And they look phenomenal as
was it
well.
Amazon Games now owns them. Is that what it was?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Before that, it was Square Enix owned it. So
Mhm.
this is
Yep.
Legacy of Atlantis is a remake of the original game, and then Catalyst in 2027 is something new.
Yes.
Diablo 4 DLC in April. Invincible Versus. I don't know if that's all new or something out now and have a new character in April. But the character they featured was called Elemental. I'm like, okay, that's
Yes.
funny. Yeah.
That was pretty
At
funny.
first, I'm like, okay, that could be mental powers, like psychic powers, or it could be elemental powers. And they went with, of course, they went with the elemental. So fire, earth, like the last Airbender.
Yes. Yep, that
Let's
looked
see.
looked pretty good too.
Uh, yeah, Phantom Blade Zero had like a 3 minute trailer. I'm like, how much? Uh, uh, Spawnway was talking about how much those it cost to get a trailer in. Like a
Okay.
smaller clip was like $400,000, and a larger clip was upwards of 1 million. So I'm like, wow,
Wow. And the ones that were, like, longer than a minute, man, they must pay good money for that.
yeah. And then in terms of winners, it was the Claire Obscure show. I think they
Yes.
were nominated for 11 categories, including Player's Choice, and won 9 of them. Not Player's Choice, but
Yes.
yeah, but yeah,
That's
they
one I'm hoping gets announced in 2026 for the Switch 2.
yeah, that
I
was
hope it comes to the Switch 2.
I think it was. I think that's been a rumor that's it's likely.
Yeah. That would be something else in the 2026 direct to get that announced. That would be something else.
And in the Discord, the best creator of the year, content creator of the year, went to Moist Critical, and someone in the Discord said Nintendo Dads is better than Moist Critical.
Yes.
But that was the time when I was running 90 seconds behind, so I didn't know what he meant by that until I
Yeah.
caught up. I'm like, oh, okay, that's what he meant by that. And
Yeah, there was
I've never heard of Wuthering Waves. That had multiple mentions. That win Best Mobile Game? No, it was a nomination for mobile game, but didn't win. Uh, it had a commercial for a new content coming out, and that's the game that won Player's Voice.
okay.
Oh,
Yep.
the horse waifu game won. Okay, I didn't really notice that that's what it was, but it makes sense. What? Trying to find. Uh, oh yeah, Umasume Pretty Derby. I didn't
Oh, yeah, I wrote that
Did,
down. Hambone was
didn't
telling me about that.
notice I didn't know what the name of that game was, but I've heard of the horse waifu game.
Yes.
But yeah, Pretty Derby should have been a big clue that
Yeah, he was
that's what it
telling me that
was.
it's actually he's heard and read that it's pretty good game for a mobile game. And I just thought it was funny that it was just the way
Yeah,
it was represented.
I've heard other people say that the game's actually pretty good, but I haven't played it.
Yeah.
So
There was at
go
the
ahead.
beginning of the show, like they were announcing the first world premiere, and I was like, "Oh, it's." I had been holding this back. I was telling everybody I was watching it with. I was like, holding this back. The Nintendo Dad's Farming Simulator is coming out. That's what this video is for.
Nice. Yeah, and then I made a comment in the Discord near the end. I'm like, this is the first time watching the show, going through notes, that I was able to highlight every winner at the time. Normally, I end up missing
And not
one.
miss one. Yeah.
Yeah, normally like they'll spot off like five of them and back to back to back to back to back, and I'll miss one of them as I'm
Yeah.
scrolling trying to find it because of course they don't give them in the same order that they have it in the website, and I got them sorted in the order that they were originally given
Yep.
at time of nominee. And then, so normally I'm going through their website trying to find out who won and make sure I caught up. But the website didn't even have that information live at that time. The only thing you could do is watch the show. It wouldn't let you
You
do
could go
anything
and
else.
rewind. Yep.
It
Yep.
wouldn't let you do anything else on the website. So I'm sure it's up again, but normal showing who all the winners are, but I haven't gone back to verify that.
Nice.
I saw
All right.
Absalom
So,
had a nomination for best indie game, didn't win,
yes.
but then Martha the game already liked.
It is a good game. I would highly recommend that. That's probably going to be on my top 10 list when we talk about that in
Yeah,
January.
yeah. I nothing else jumps out at me of what I want to talk about. So I think I've covered everything I interested me.
All right. Well, for me, let's see. Going down the list of 39 items I wrote down.
You took a different type of notes.
I took different notes here. So the first thing that jumps out, I'm gonna try not to repeat anything we already talked about, but the first thing that jumped out to me, Doug accepting the award at the beginning was nice to see
Hmm.
him be there especially because he's retiring tomorrow. I think they said it was December 13th, right? Didn't they give a date or was it just December?
I don't remember, but I remember he was retiring. I don't remember what the date was.
Okay.
Let's Google it.
Vic says his notes are on his Steam wish list. that that is a good place to do that.
End of year. So December 31st.
Okay, end of year. I would dyslexia there. I had numbers backwards.
Yeah.
All right. The other next thing that popped out to me was the Audio Mech, your music transformed game. It's basically
Oh, that can be an
uses
interesting
your
game
music as
depending on what
weapon.
music you play.
Yes. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm
So
looking
like
forward to checking that one
the
out for
bass of a
sure.
song gives you one weapon. The
Yes. The
treble
treble,
in the song gives you a different weapon, and the voice is
the
your
voice.
cannon.
Yes. Yes. It was that just I love games like that that does something different.
Becca says breaking
Uh
news: cracked opening pre-orders for a Switch 2 version of their Nitro deck.
opening pre Oh. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna check that out. Breaking news. Nice. Thanks, Mecca. So cracked opening pre-orders for Switch 2 version of their Nitro deck. All right. Gonna have to check that one out. Just stopping the show just because, gotta check out the new cracked Switch 2. I just want to get the page open so I don't forget. Nitro deck. Nitro deck 2. There it is. Interesting. All right. I'm gonna have to check that out later. Cool. Hopefully I don't miss any of the pre-orders. All right, let's see. The next thing that jumped out at me was Tank Rat for the PS5. Did you see that one where it was the basically you swapped out parts for the tank and
I didn't.
had,
Was it a
had
part of a commercial or was it an actual announcement?
I
Because
want to
I
say it was an actual announcement. It was
because
basically you
I
took
tried
parts
to
from
I tried to note all the announcements, but if it's a commercial, I normally ignore it. But
Okay,
except for that
maybe it was.
Nintendo game announced that was announced in the commercial, I included that
Okay.
just because it's Nintendo. But
Well, it
so
looked like
this
it
one I
was
didn't see.
where you were swapping out parts on your tank, but then the other tanks you fight swap out parts. Because the craziest part that stuck out to me was that one of the tanks was using like mannequin legs to move around. So it was kind of
That
crazy,
going back to creepy, I guess.
and it was a little creepy, but that looked interesting. So, and then immediately following that, well, I don't know if it was right after that, but the next game that piqued my interest was Bradley the Badger.
Oh, that one does look interesting.
That one is like fourth wall breaking. Is like making fun of all these different types of games. It seems like and crazy, just
Trying to
like
find
he comes
where
out
that
of the
is in
game
my
or
notes. I
something.
know I noted that one. There it is. Oh yeah, that was really pretty early.
Yeah, it was
that was after the Pragmata announcement.
yes. The game that I don't know if I want to play it, but it stuck out to me because it reminded me of the movie Warm Bodies, which is basically about a zombie boy falling in love with a living
Oh,
girl.
the stupid never dies.
The Stupid Never Dies game, yes. That's what it is like, this is a movie, and it was a game. So, it's like, I had to look it up, but it looked interesting.
Yeah, seeing that trailer, it kind of reminded me of Lollipop Chainsaw or
Yeah,
Chainsaw Lollipop. I forget which, but yeah, but
that
it's
did
a
it, yes.
different take on the genre, I guess you can say.
Yep. I think, yeah, and Mecha Dragon saying Avril Lavigne style music. I think it definitely had kind of like a '90s feel to it in a way, because it made me think more of not necessarily Avril Lavigne, but, Blink 182,
Yeah,
the
Vic says
music.
it was giving Lollipop Chainsaw, yeah.
Yeah. And then we dive into the main show where we got the Fate of the Old Republic announced, which we talked about, which I'm excited about. That Divinity game looked crazy. Like that was creepy too,
Yeah.
as well as other things that were probably
Oh yeah,
more Dads
I
After
think I
Dark type
called
things.
I put in the Discord. You got a little nightmare fuel in your award show there.
Yes, yes,
That was very creepy.
it's very crazy, and of course, John was all over in the Dads After Dark section of our Discord with some clips there. So Uh,
Good
then
place for him.
one of the voice actors won a reward, Jennifer English, part of the Claire game. She
Yeah.
brought up, I wanted to bring this up. She brought up the neurodivergent speech that she gave to kind of uh, give kind of like some inspiration to people who might feel kind of out of pocket. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the category they had 3 out of the 6 nominees
Yeah, it's like that was crazy.
for best performance.
Uh, Another game that stuck out to me, For Loop for the PS5.
Yeah, that not a me game, but it did look interesting. I wasn't sure how they were going to spell it because when I think of for loop, I think it's a computer term. For
Yeah.
FOR for.
I That's how I
Well,
spelled it when I wrote it down too.
yeah. So and then when they showed the title card at the end, I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll make that edit.
Yes. Um, Next one, Coven of the Chicken Foot. I wrote that down
That was
because
weird.
the grandma floating like Princess Peach was, I was like, oh, it's Princess Peach. Now she's a grandma.
Right.
That's what we were talking about over there. We are watching it too. But that looked interesting. Um, let's see. I'm trying to get through some of these things so we're not here all night going through my list. Oh, the Warlock D&D game looked really cool.
The, th-
Um,
the thing that kind of bothered me with that one is the traditional definition of a warlock is a male witch. and the main character was female.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, you do you, game. I'm not going to complain.
You could have female warlocks in D&D world. I mean, because you can create your character however you want,
Well, like I
right?
said, traditional definition
Traditionally. Yes.
is if y'all want to go off script, off dictionary, fine by me. I don't care. Do what you want.
Becca Dragon says, "We're in a diversity world now, Jesse. Diverse world."
I won't call anybody a they them or a they them or whatever. That I'm too old for that. Leave that to the 20 somethings. Sorry if that offends you, but no. They are multiple people. They are not you. That's my opinion.
And you're entitled to that. Everybody's entitled to that. Just like they're entitled to have their opinion about that, you have yours too. So,
Yeah, I'm not going to disparage anyone who does that. I'm not going
right.
to do it.
You can't because your brain doesn't work that way.
Right.
The other the
Just
other
like I still push two spaces after a period when I type a paper.
the other thing I noticed too is the uh Microsoft commercial where they were like the janitor was going through and cleaning up a lot of the different gaming
Yeah.
worlds. One of the things that I noticed was the 2026 area they were working on had the Gears of War symbol on it.
Hmm.
So I thought that was interesting.
Like a soft
I didn't
announcement.
know I didn't know there was a new Gears of War coming in 2026, but now we know. Uh Screamer. This game I've been anticipating and looking forward to in 2026, so that was really cool for me to see more detailed like trailer for that game. It's a
Mhm.
racing game with an anime story going on in there. And it has, for me, the way it's been described and the way it plays out, it has some split second vibes for me too. That's one of my all time favorite
Yeah.
racing games. Uh, so I'm really looking forward to Screamer. That's my 2026 game that I'm looking forward to. Is that Control Resonant was announced. Some of these other things. The Girls Make Games award was really cool to see.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, the first one was really
and
young.
yes,
Like it looked like she
and
was
they're
still a high schooler.
right. The game they're working on publishing it in Steam and PlayStation. I was kind of bummed that wherever whoever's working with her is not going to get it out on the Switch, but maybe it will. They will. Phantom Blade Zero. I didn't know anything about this until Hambone was talking about it, and then when I saw the video, I can understand why. But Phantom Blade Zero looks phenomenal. Uh, Japanese type, you know, era type game.
Yep.
So that looks pretty cool. And then I'll end it on the compilation music with two things at the end before they announce the Game of the Year award. Flute Guy for the win,
Heard you're running
and
at least.
and the
Did you see that
DK.
bass flute that he had at the end?
Yeah, I know. Is he like we were joking about him in there while we were talking about it? Uh, that he just brings his whole collection of flutes to play,
Yeah, he's got like six different, at least different
right?
flutes.
And even PVC pipe, he's playing that. And then the DK lady coming in and singing that
Yeah,
song.
I made a comment on that on the Discord saying, "Oh, it was cool to see her that was able to sing her bit." That song, I don't know if I didn't notice if they are all that short, but Donkey Kong didn't get a lot of time. I was
Yeah,
hoping for a little bit more out of that.
right. But it was cool that it was in there and she was able to sing in there. It wasn't just music. So that's cool. And Third Strongest Mole says, "It's okay, Jesse. I also use two spaces. I just realized that that's probably why people who know me through email always expect me to be older when we meet in person."
Yep.
So, oh, Vic says, actually, the word warlock has meant oathbreaker, and which is not gender specific.
It used to be. It might not be anymore, but it used to be.
So, all right. So, we'll next episode of Nintendo Dads, we're gonna have a debate session.
Oh, joy.
No, I'm kidding. All right. Any final thoughts on the Game Awards? What kind of
Just
grade do you want to give this?
overall, I wasn't bored.
Yeah.
Around that 2 hour mark, I normally like, when is this over? But I
Right.
didn't feel that. It kept me, it kind of lost me a little bit during like the 3 minute trailer, but
Yeah.
overall, I did have interest in it. So yeah, I would say this is probably one of the better Game Awards over in the past several years. So I'd probably give it a B plus.
I agree with that 100%. A B plus.
Jokes
Um,
with Piggy, it was awesome.
the Muppet sections were fantastic. I loved
But
it.
it's always fun to see the Muppets. Yeah, the Bora Bora joke. I don't.
Yes.
I know she made a pun of the word bore to mean she was not. She was not bored. She was happy. But the other pun is a boar is a
Yes.
pig.
Yes. Yes. That's great. Yep. I loved it. The whole thing was great having the Muppets in there, especially with when they allow the Muppets to kind of rip on a little bit the
Oh
Game
yeah,
Award.
yeah. Rolf has always been one of my favorite Muppets,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
he has a quick little jabs and jibs in between
Right.
verses, and if you're not paying
S-
attention, you'll miss
Something
them.
about something about being rigged. The Game Awards being
Yeah,
rigged. If they're not rigged or something he said there.
and
I want to re-listen to that
and one
song.
of the and one of the times he actually said, "Well, the Game Awards will always let you down."
Yeah. Yes, I heard that. I thought I heard it, but I was like, "Did he say they will always let you down? Wait, did he say that?" And then it's like, I
And
must have misheard that.
and then Piggy looked at him. What?
Yeah. So I did hear it right. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good.
Though
One of the
Keeley called him Ralph, I yelled at the screen for that one. His name is not Ralph; it's Rolf. ROLF.
Yep, Rolf. One of the things that I was gonna say, but I think Vic said it better, in the earlier comment, was Nintendo had more of a footprint in the game premieres this year, really showing up to the grown-ups table.
Yeah, having a new system definitely helps uh, gives their marketing team more of a budget to do things. And what they showed wasn't quote unquote kiddie. It was
Yeah.
adult games for the
They
adult
they did
audience.
exactly what I've been screaming at for
Exactly.
years now. It's like, you know the audience for this. Entertain them, or what not entertain, but cater to them.
Yeah.
So and they did. They showed a lot of the more mature rated games in one commercial, and then they showed even I was, like, bummed that at first that they were showing off Metroid Prime, and they did. They finally showed the commercial for that during that. So,
Yeah. And the other game that we mentioned earlier, trying to find it in my notes, started with an O.
Orbital,
Orbital. Yeah. Yeah.
that exclusive, yeah.
Yeah. With the art style, that's just catering to the 40s and 50s people,
Yes,
who watched cartoons of that era in that era.
right,
Albeit,
definitely.
not normally a smart market to hit, but it got my attention.
Yes, and, Phas Phasmophobia, another mature rated game.
Yep.
So or assuming that it's gonna be a mature rated game.
Oh, that's definitely going to be an M.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's great. They did and I agree with your grade, B plus for just overall the Game Awards. Probably because of that, it felt like that was a solid. I wasn't bored, like you said. I think you explained that very well, and I agree with you. So it'd be interesting to hear if Justin got to watch it. I don't think Marty did, obviously, because he's out with his family on a trip.
Right.
Um,
But
but
he'll
yeah,
probably, when he gets a chance, I'm sure he'll look up that Mega Man trailer, or at
yeah,
least
for sure.
what was shown about Mega Man.
Yes. All right. Well, that's the Game Awards, and I think that's going to end our show. It's a short show. We're not going to do the normal things because we don't have the other guys here. And we spent a lot of time on the Game Awards. We'll talk about what we've been playing the next time we meet up next week, which we'll have a special guest. Joey Ferris will be joining us next week. So
If
I'm sure we'll be talking about.
unless he continues the streak of guests bailing on us.
So yeah, if he's here, we'll be able to talk Metroid with him. Because if you know who Joey Ferris is, he's a huge Metroid fan. If you don't know who he is, go check him out on Twitter. Remind him that you're looking forward to hearing him on the Nintendo Dads next week, and hopefully he'll be here. Uh, and we'll see him here then. And I have to brush up on my Metroid stuff, so I'm not don't sound like too
And
much
I
like an
hope they
idiot.
have in television sprint videos out by then.
Yes. So all right, with that,
Waiting on you,
let's
FedEx.
doggone holidays and snowstorms. All right. First, a huge thanks to our Patreon producers, Dave Ernsberger, Jacqueline Amira, and our anonymous Patreon producer, and our other 100 plus Patreons. Thank you so much for all your contributions, especially those who are subscribed to us, like the 18 Twitch subscribers and the 1,489 Twitch followers, as well as the 8,282 YouTube subscribers. And if you're not subscribed to us, what's wrong with you? As Justin would say. No, I'm kidding.
As Reggie would say.
I'm kidding. Thank you to everybody who contributes to us one way or another. We appreciate it. It helps us be able to do these things that we're able to do, and be able to give away the prizes that we do. We would not be here if it weren't for you. So thank you so much. Check out our website, nintendodads.org. We have a list of our favorite podcasts there. We have a list of our family of podcasts there, like Star Wars Dads, Retro Logic, and their family of podcasts. Our latest YouTube videos and tweets are also there. Links to all our social medias, Patreon, and Extra Life pages are there. And don't forget about Extra Life. You still can donate to our teams there until the end of the year. So if you're looking for a place to donate as a gift for somebody, think of donating to one of our Extra Life team members. You can also get our Nintendo Dads merch as a gift for somebody if you go to our nintendodads.org page. Up in the upper top there's a merch button. Go there. And don't forget to check out our sponsors, manscaped.com, where you can get, I'll say, up to 20% off Manscaped orders with the code NINDADS, NINDADS. Email us at nintendodads@gmail.com, or, hey, we still have voicemails. We'd love to hear from you. 929-25-NDADS. It's 929-256-3237. Big thanks to OC Remix for the music throughout the show, and download from your favorite podcast app of choice, and please leave us a 5-star review and a comment. I just realized that you probably already downloaded this because you're listening to us right now. So if you're listening to us and you haven't left a review yet, please leave us a review, especially if there's like on Spotify. We get notifications when we get comments, so would love to see those comments, and hopefully we remember to read them because I'd like to read them off. For me and Jesse, and for Justin and Marty, we'll check you later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Nintendo